welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Roads Between Pages, Brother here. Welcome to a bi-weekly vlog. This is revolving random number generator controlling how many pages I read and what I read. So I do have all of the books in my room in a spreadsheet, and I have 128 pages left of this. So let's random number generate 83. So I started on 209. So I think I've got to get to 292 today if I want to do this. So it's not too bad, I guess. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. But I will try to get to page 292 today. Right. So I got even, so this is something in my spreadsheet. I have how many books? So on my TBR spreadsheet I have 327, and then you go down here, I have a read books one, so go click on this. I think I've got like 44 or something. I do, I've got 44. So I'm gonna add these together and then I'll do a random number generator. Right, let's see what this corresponds to. 34, okay. Number 34 is 4th of July Creek by Smith Henderson. Ooh, a crime. So our first random book of this vlog is 4th of July by Smith Henderson. Josh's sister actually gave this to me before she passed. And all I know is it's a crime. Tamil, Montana. By day, social worker Pete Snow attempts to improve the lives of the town's most deprived families. By night, he endeavours to repair his own life and the lives of his estranged wife and daughter. After trying to help Benjamin Pearl, an undernourished, nearly feral 11-year-old boy living in the wilderness, Pete comes face to face with the boy's profoundly disturbed father, Jeremiah, a conspiracy theorist who reveres the Old Testament and believes in the coming end times. Slowly, Pete begins to earn Jeremiah's trust and is drawn into his solitary world. As Pete's own family spins out of control, Jeremiah's activities spark the interest of the police, putting Pete at the centre of a massive manhunt from which no one will emerge unscathed. Intrigued, very intriguing. It is how many pages long? Without the acknowledgements, it is 467 pages long. So could be fast paced. I am in the mood for something fast paced at the moment because I am reading a thriller, so could be fast paced. Looking forward to reading that. I am gonna go randomize what books I'm gonna borrow from the library because I already have a library book out, and I'm thinking if the random number generator chooses a book that I don't want to read, then I'm gonna read my library book instead. I think, hang on, let me just go grab it. So, say if I didn't want to read 4th of July Creek, I would pick up Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. But I'm going to go and reserve a couple books from the library, and I'll get back to you what books this chooses. So, the two random books I have borrowed from the library is Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo, and I was gonna I tried to find 12 Nights at Raw House. I couldn't find it, so I've just randomly chose a book from the library catalogue, and it chose Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, so I guess I might be reading that as well. So yeah, very good, very happy about that. And yeah, I'm gonna go and read, and I'm gonna go and make, like, I'm gonna go and get a bookmark ready for this. So yeah. Hello. So I did reach 292. I just did the random number generator. I have 45 pages left, and it says to read 24 pages. So basically get to page 315 tomorrow, which is what I'm gonna do. Get to page 315, or I could just finish this tomorrow. But we'll see what it says, really. So yeah, that is a plan for tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. That's fair. Hello, so I've just reached page 316. I have 21 pages left to generate. Wants me to read 15 of them. I might as well just finish the book, if I'm honest. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm giving it a 4 stars, if I'm honest, because it's not the best thriller I've read, but it's a good thriller, really, so yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone, really. Right, I'm gonna go and finish my book, and then I'll update you later, once I've done, like, my reviews and stuff. Hello, so I did finish the last word, and I gave it 4 stars. I also just did my themed review for it, and I quite like how this has come out. So, onto 4th of July Creek I go. There's 467 pages in this, so let's see how many pages I am gonna be reading. It said 460. That's the majority of this book. Oh no. Okay. So that's all of that, and leaves me with like 7 pages left. Okay, I'm gonna do that over the next few days. I am gonna just listen to ambiances and watch sprints so that I can do that. Holy shit. Hello, wanted to do an update. I am nearly 45 pages into this, and I think you already know that I finished that. I was gonna show you the last word, but you already know I finished that. I'm on chapter 4. We've met Pete Snow.
It depends on the map as well.
We've
like
met a couple of families that he deals with. The way this starts out is pretty interesting, actually. And then we've just met Benjamin Pearl, and we've met Jeremiah, his father. Jeremiah seems like a guy that has lived in the wilderness for a while, and he seems like a very scary guy that you wouldn't want to mess with, and you wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of. And he threatened Pete when he first met him. So, wondering how this is gonna go. And we're currently exploring Pete's life away from work. And I am yet to meet Pete's family, so going good so far, but I still have like quite a lot of pages to read. I need to get to 460. I don't think I'm going to get to 460 today, but I can try and get as much of this read today as possible, and then I'll do the same tomorrow. But I won't get a lot of reading done tomorrow because I have to go see my dad and get my provisional license from him, and probably spend a couple of hours with my dad, and then I'm off to my mother's to sort out some technical things with her because she is terrible with technology and she needs a little bit of my help because I'm the computer whiz of the family. So I'm a little bit busy tomorrow, so I might not get as much reading done tomorrow, but I might just go to my dad's, straight to my mum's, and then go straight home, as I want to get some reading done tomorrow as well.
Accident.
Friday, not doing anything. Saturday I've got sprints, and Sunday I've got sprints, so I'm a little busy. And then Monday, which is the 10th, I have blood tests with doctors in the morning, which is at 9:30, so I have to get up pretty early that day. And then I also have a virtual meeting with an apprenticeship thing at 10:30. And then I also have on the 14th in the morning I have some an apprenticeship class to go to. Oh gosh. I also have to order Josh's Valentine's presents.
Reload much on me.
He's had 2 so far. He's had a candle from me and he's had a chocolate bar, but he's already ate the chocolate bar and he's burnt some of the candle already.
Pull back with me.
He really likes the smell of the candle, so. Anyways, I am rambling. I'm going to go and read more of this.
Stupid how hard they're pressing.
And until shopping gets here, and then unpack the shopping and then go back to reading. And eat at some point. Hi, so I did end up DNFing 4th of July Creek because it was very, very jumpy. So one minute the social worker would be with the police, the next minute he would be with this boy and his mother who are constantly physically fighting each other all the time, scaring his little sister. Then he'd be with his own family and his wife would be having a go at him and his daughter would be ignoring him, and then the next minute he'd be flat out drunk, and then the next minute he'd be back with this boy Cecil. So very jumpy. I don't enjoy books like that. I don't enjoy very jumpy books, so that book is going towards one of the free little libraries or the book exchange up near Tesco. So let's generate another book, shall we? So 277. Let me just check this. Oh god. So number 277 is actually one of Josh's books. And this is Sanguinius, the Great Angel by Chris Ray. It's a Warhammer. Apparently it's part of Horus Heresy Primarchs. Sanguinius is the great angel, most beloved of all the Primarchs. His mighty exploits celebrated throughout the entire Imperium as the crusade expands into the void. And yet the origins of his legion are shrouded in mystery and rumour. His unique physical form is an enigma, and his perilous home world remains off limits to all but his own secretive people. When a discredited remembrancer arrives with the expeditionary fleets to chronicle the Primarch's deeds, he has to work hard to uncover the truth behind the legends. As he accompanies the 9th Legion to war against the enemies of the Emperor, he eventually learns much more than he expected to, not just about the subjects of his study, but also the nature of the Imperium itself. Sounds interesting, actually. So, yeah. Josh hasn't read this yet. This is one that he hasn't read. So none of us know what this is about. All we know is it's about Sanguinius. So, yeah. Guess I'm reading a Warhammer. I didn't actually say why, but my hair is up because I have just been bathing the dogs and I had to change my shirt as well because my dogs shake when they're in the shower, so yeah. And I have 4 of them, so I got absolutely soaked. And that was a clean shirt today as well. A little bit annoying, but it's fine. You have to sacrifice some things when you've got like 4 dogs, so anyways, this is 184 pages long. This is quite short, so I'm gonna see what I should read today, like how many I should read today. Let's see. 130 pages. Maybe I could do that. We'll see if I can do that today or not. I'll get back to you later when I've made a little bit of progress on this. Hi, so I do want to read on my Kindle today. I'm on chapter 31 of Serpent and the Wings of Night. And I have like 210 pages left of this. So we're going to see how many pages it wants me to read. Okay, let's generate. Okay, it basically wants me to finish my ebook today. Okay, I guess I'm doing that today. Let's try and finish this today. I'll get back to you later when I'm at 75%, and then we'll do a random number generator for what ebook I will be reading after this. Hi, so I got to page 113. I have 71 pages left, and I basically got 31 pages to read. So that would leave me with like 40 pages left. So if I get to 144, then I'd have 40 pages left. But I might be ambitious and try and finish this today, maybe. We shall see. I'm currently on my own sprints. I have been quite productive today. I washed up, I did some washing, I've fed the animals, I took the dogs out, brushed my teeth, I got dressed, I went to the shop. So, and I just got to chapter 10, which is 113, so yeah, I could get close to either finishing this or something. But if I get to page 138, then I'm doing my next random number generator of what my next physical read is going to be. This has been very interesting. You're basically in the perspective of a scribe who has been summoned by Sanguinius, who is a Primarch. Basically, if you're new to the Warhammer world, or like new to this channel, I don't really read a lot of Warhammer, but because of Josh, I've started reading Warhammer a lot more. And Primarchs are basically like the gods. Basically, they're like gods, demigod sort of things. They're like known as the Emperor's sons. So Sanguinius is a very brutal man, but he's like one of the kindest Primarchs I've read about so far. So he's not as harsh as his brothers, but he can be very fierce when he wants to be, and he is quite an intimidating man to be in the same room as. So yeah, I am enjoying this. It is quite enjoyable. I'm liking another Warhammer. What is this? And this is a standalone Warhammer as well, because like you can, like, there's 20 books on the Primarchs, on the different Primarchs, because apparently there's like 20 of them, and you can read them whenever. You don't actually have to read them in order. This is apparently the 17th one, but it is very, very interesting, and like I say, quite enjoying this one so far, and wondering how it's gonna end. But the scribe is basically, he's been summoned by Sanguinius, and he's basically writing a novel on Sanguinius. So yeah, and like how great he is, and the battles and stuff that he's been in, and all that stuff, really. And like his blood angels, these guys in red, these are the blood angels. So Yeah. And there's Space Marines as well. He's writing about his Space Marines too. So there's a lot to write down, and like you're going through the journey of with this scribe of like him taking notes and what he's learning and like his research on Sanguinius and all the stuff relating to Sanguinius. So yeah, very interesting so far. It is a short book. It's very short, but it is packed full of stuff. Right. You might see me again at 75% or before 75%. Hello. So I've just reached 75% of Sanguinius, the Great Angel. This is giving me about a 4-star, if I'm honest. So I am enjoying this, but it could be better. Hello. Luna's just come to say hello. And I just did a random number generator, and it landed on Last Woman Standing by Amy Gentry. This is a suspense thriller, and it's psychological as well. So I guess we're reading quite a few thrillers lately. So, humiliated by a man who held her career in his hands, Dana Diaz's life and reputation are in tatters. Drowning her sorrows one night in a bar, she gets speaking to a stranger, Amanda, and finds that she too has a story to tell. Over a drink, Amanda proposes a plan. The women should take revenge on each other's behalf. Stalking and tormenting the people who wronged them carries a thrill, and one act of revenge soon leads to another. But while this may be an addictive game for two, only one can survive. Who will be the last woman standing? I'm intrigued. Okay, that's got me. I can see why I borrowed this from, why I got this from the Free Little Library. I remember getting this from the Free Little Library because it's definitely from the Free Little Library because it's definitely been read multiple times. So someone obviously really loved this book before putting it in the Free Little Library. I'm excited to start this, but I need to finish Sanguinius first, and I need to finish The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and then we're going to do a random number generator on, it's okay, Nels, on what we're going to read ebook-wise. Josh is currently making some beef fried rice from our HelloFresh box. We still have 2 meals to try. One of them I'm not too keen on because it's fish, and I don't eat fish. So we've eaten the meatballs. I made the meatballs. They were very, very nice. And then tonight we're eating the beef fried rice. And then I want to wait until the 14th, so Valentine's Day, for us to have the burgers together. Because then we'll be like having a cooking date together. We'll be having a candlelit date at home. And we're going to be having a movie night there as well, so I feel like we should leave the chicken burgers until Valentine's Day. That's what I think we should do. We also have sea bass to try as well, so we have chicken burgers and we have sea bass as well. I'm not a fan of fish, but I will try a little bit of it, but I want to be eating something else because I know that I'm not going to have that full meal. So, yeah. Anyways, back to reading this, I go. I'm going to go and finish this tonight. And then eat my dinner and continue reading my ebook. And then start reading The Last Woman Standing. Hi, so I just thought I'd update you while I'm in the middle of doing my morning tea. So, last night, before I went to bed, I got to chapter 45, which is 83%, and I did random number generator. So if it was odd, it was something in my library. If it was even, I had to get rid of something in my library. So I've got rid of one of my Millionaire Smutty books for this, and it wanted me to read something obviously outside of my Kindle library that I have on my Kindle. This is Leave This House by Lee Brickley. Hi, Editing Rosie here. So, I didn't actually start this book in this vlog, and I have not started this book at all. I am actually going to be starting Spark of the Everflow, because I was not in the mood to read something spooky / poltergeist. Really in a fantasy mood lately, so I have skipped the blurb of this. I read the blurb to you guys, but I've just edited it out because there's no point in having it in when I didn't actually end up reading this. So I'm looking forward to reading this because I do like my paranormal stuff, so I guess I'm reading Leave This House after Serpent and the Wings of Night. But I want to start my physical read after The Serpent and the Wings of Night, so I'm going to do a random number generator of that once I've finished Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm pretty sure I should be able to finish Serpent and the Wings of Night today, because I have just under 2.5 hours left of this book. So, yeah, that is my plans for today. Finish this, apply for some jobs. So I haven't done that for a few days, and just all out chill really today, and start my thriller physical read, aka last one. I'm just making my morning cup of tea. I did finish Serpent and the Wings of Night last night before I went to bed. I went to bed relatively early. I went to bed at like 10:20 because my stomach was feeling really awful. I am currently on my period, and yesterday was just a day where I was just feeling really sad. Cried for no reason yesterday as well, so that was a thing. Also, I've done my random number generator for this. It wants me to read more than half of this today. I have plans today. It is currently Valentine's Day as you're watching this. It is Valentine's Day, so Friday the 14th of February. And this morning at 11:30 I have a thing to go to. I have to go to this apprenticeship fair. So I have to look very smart and everything. But I don't have any of my CVs printed out. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, because they wanted me to have printed CVs. So my work coach made me look like the odd one out. I went looking very smart that day, and also she told me that I needed to have CVs, but I was the only person that had asked about if I needed my CVs or not. And I don't have any. Don't know what's going on there. So I have that at 11:30, so I have to set off at about 10:30, because I have to go all the way to Chapeltown just to fucking get to this apprenticeship fair. I actually have been booked in. And today, me and Josh are going to be watching the extended versions of Lord of the Rings as soon as I get back. We're going to be reading and gaming together today. We're going to be cooking some chicken burgers today together. And we're gonna be having a candlelit dinner with like some fairy lights all around the room, and also like just having snacks together as well. Like, we're just making a whole day of being at home because we don't have the money to go out. So I had the brilliant idea of saving the chicken burgers for today, so then we can cook them together. Right, I am going to go and have my morning cup of tea in my cauldron cup that you can't put in the fucking microwave, because I have put it in the microwave once and the microwave nearly blew up, so. And I'm going to start Last Woman Standing. Also need to update my journals today as well, seeing as I finished Serpent and the Wings of Night. Right. I can't actually remember how many pages the random number generator told me to read of Last Woman Standing. So I've just done another one, This is 222, so I'll update you when I'm at 222. Okay? Great. Hi. We're not doing good with this challenge. I have DNF'd 2 books in this video so far. So I've just DNF'd Last Woman Standing. I got to page 159, nearly on 160. And I liked the premise of this book. Like, basically, it was like 2 women. Dana Diaz, who's a stand-up comedian, and Amanda, who's an ex-programmer. They meet up, team up, and basically they make a mission out of this. They avenge each other for the men, like the men in their lives that have done awful things to them. They're basically avenging each other of them. So like Amanda's going for the men that's done awful things to Dana, and Dana's going for men that's done awful things to Amanda. And the thing is, like, they keep doing that, and they're basically making sure that they don't do what, like, the men don't do what they did to Amanda and Dana to other women. So I do like the premise of it. It's just, it keeps mentioning sexual assault, and that's a trigger for me. It's a really, really uncomfortable subject for me, and it makes me anxious when it's mentioned multiple times, and it was mentioned multiple times in this, so I have ended up DNFing this, and this is going back to the Free Little Library. So someone else can love it a lot more than I did. But yeah, no, I'm not enjoying my time with this. I can literally feel my heart racing with anxiety, and I'm just getting very triggered by it. So yeah, we're gonna go and do a random number generator on what I'm gonna read next. Okay, seeing as this vlog is supposed to end tomorrow, I'm just gonna end it here because there's no point in doing a random number generator for a book that I'm not really gonna have a lot of updates on. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you've read any of these books, and comment a knife emoji. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay luscious, guys. Bye.